Michael Bathurst. Hello, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the great, the wonderful, the fantastic Michael Bathurst.
And his
He's
mic
muted.
doesn't work. Go figure. He's got 5 mics. You think one would work, but nope.
He's muted.
And especially since his name is Michael, you think his mic would. Oh, that's bad.
I know,
That's sorry.
right? Michael's mic would
You
work.
behave,
There he is.
ye of little faith. How
You
you
sound
doing?
like God, Michael.
I am God.
You have the echo. You have the echo, you know.
He's a
Nothing
god
in the
guy.
world that I won't do. I'll do the world for you. If you want me to, I'll do anything. Hey, guys.
Michael, I gotta ask you really fast.
Yes.
My Instagram that I sent you recently.
I can only guess who it is. It's probably JB or Lenny.
No. Did you see my? You didn't see them?
I will. Just man, my life is full. It's
Yeah, you said that yesterday. You still.
a dance, man. It's a dance. It's not just bass and jazzy licks. You know what I mean? Like.
But Michael, I wanted to bring some humor, so I left you some voice DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I look like I just rolled out of bed. How you guys doing?
We're hanging in there. How are you?
Yeah, I can barely hear. I can barely hear James. Milton, say something.
Hey.
You're good. Okay, Kevin, say something.
Testing.
I hear you're a good singer. You gonna sing something for me? A little ditty about Jack and Diane. You know, something like that.
Can you still hear me?
You're really low.
Really low. How about you guys? Could you hear me low too?
Well, James. Earlier you were really low, but you're a little better now.
Okay.
How low can you go?
How low can you go?
So how's how's the microphone set up with your computer? How's that working out? He's being quiet. Okay.
Who are you talking to?
You.
I don't get it yet. I'm getting my computer.
Yeah.
On 7th. So January 7th, which is what? Friday.
Okay.
So I haven't received it yet. I'm gonna have. It's brand new, top of the line. It's going to be Windows 11.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy? That's all that matters.
Yeah, and you know what? Instead of going with the premium Chromebook, I went with the gamer version.
Oh, you can't go wrong. You're good.
Yeah, and I spent over.
If you got a gamer computer, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be all right.
Yep.
The key is to have headphones that have one earbud with the wire exposed. That's when you know you're flying.
I'm gonna see how good my speaker is with the new computer, and then I will add more, accessories if need be.
Yeah, you guys should drop me and bring Ash up. She's way more exciting than us.
Hey, hey, Michael, and James. I need to tell you this, and this is some therapy here. Okay. Michael has given me a hard time at least 3 times about my last name, Banana, and so I put a lot of thought into this, and I changed my last name to Plantain. So
Plantain, like plantain chips.
Yeah. No, like the plantain that's like a banana, but you've got to cook it or boil it.
You know what? Wait, you just made me think of something.
It's the green banana.
Hold on. I think I have those.
It's not ripe yet.
Yes.
Check. You mean plantain?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes.
There you go. I got them.
Yeah. You know what? I think we found your name, Sea Salt Milton, right there. That's right there. I think we got it, Sea Salt Milton. There you go. That's all you need, right? That sounds like a blues guy. What's your name? I'm Sea Salt Milton, baby.
So Michael, I don't know if the joke actually went across on you, but I told Ash earlier she thought it was hilarious. So anyway,
I like it, but you can't use your real name, right?
Well, I can, but I don't. But it's not funny.
It's not. No,
His
but
real name is Jones or something like that. Normal, right?
me and Mrs.
And Mrs.
Holy
Mrs.
shit! It's freezing out
Jones.
here. Oh my god, it's freezing.
Yeah.
It's
So I
freezing.
want to see this broadcast then. So how do I see this broadcast with Kevin? I want to see it now. I'm excited.
It's freezing out here.
Wait, when did you do this, Kevin? A couple days ago?
New Year's Eve, right? Was it New Year's Eve?
Which one?
The one where you did with your buddy, the bass player, where you got shafted by hats.
That was Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, where you got the shaft? Where you got the shaft?
Why'd you get the
Thursday.
shaft?
We mustn't
Explain
talk
that.
about the shaft, Milton.
Hey, relax. Oh my God.
But I thought this was Closet Confections.
Oh, you're
Confessions.
right.
Come on.
Right. But I got out of the
Confections?
closet now. I'm not in the closet.
What are we, an oven?
Yeah, yes, Michael Bathurst.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's better than Butthurst, I guess. We'll take
Or
it.
Michael Bathrooms. The most bathroom
or-
visits during a broadcast than anybody.
What did someone call me? Bathworse. Someone called me Bathworse.
Bed, bath, worse than beyond.
Yes.
Like Bed Bath and Beyond, but I'm only there for the Beyond, not the bath or the beyond or the bed.
Are you guys still happy with Haps? Is everything good with you guys?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
guess what, James?
You got snow. Oh my God! I see the snow.
Oh, that's nice.
That means it's
snowing
gonna
again.
be in a couple days.
Can you see the snow coming down?
Yeah, I can.
Fuck me.
No thanks.
So, Kevin,
That's
have you
hilarious.
lived there a long time, bud?
Where, Washington?
No, that house.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's
Where
three bedroom, 2
What?
bath.
So,
Three
what,
bedrooms.
besides being a drummer,
Oh, what?
did you have another career, or was that the only career?
No, I worked for Boeing for
That's
on
what I
and
knew
off
it.
for 30 years.
That's I was going to say. What did you do for them?
Hey, come on, get inside. Let's go. It's freezing out here. Come on.
Aircraft mechanic.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Oh, so like Tony
so,
T.
Yeah. But I worked with the FAA.
Right. Well, and what Tony D does is through the Army, right? The Navy.
No, with Tony D, he works with the depot level. So there's 4 different stages of aircraft inspection.
Yeah.
There's a B, C, and D check
Hmm.
that airlines have to do, and they're the A checks like every 28 days. There's a 56 day, there's a 6 month, and the yearly one. And then there's one where the airplane is totally screwed, and it's got to be taken completely apart, and that's what Tony does. It's called
Oh, no
depot
way.
level. Yeah, depot level maintenance, and that's what Tony does. That's where you completely take the airplane all the way apart and inspect for cracks, rust, and it's like totally taking it all the way down. But there's so many people involved in that, you only do a section of it.
Oh, okay.
But I did the opposite. I worked with a completely new aircraft manufacturing from start to finish.
Can we all
When
say
I worked at the
hello to
FAA, we were just
who has entered the broadcast?
what's that?
Who?
Hi, Mel.
Elle's here.
Hey,
Mel's
ladies and
wonderful.
gentlemen, Mel has entered the broadcast. Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin,
Milton
are
is
you going to
frozen.
be going anywhere tonight? Are you going to be going anywhere tonight, Kevin?
Not in this fucking snowstorm.
I can't hear.
He's like,
He's
Well,
not going
if there's
anywhere.
no other place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
He's ready.
all right, let me.
I set you up for that one, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow
It's
today.
going to take him like
A little bit.
it's going to take him like 3 days
a
to
little
do
bit
that.
on
He's got it. He's got it.
little bit on-
Just take your time.
Friday, I think.
So Kevin, do you have a significant other? It's quiet.
Just girlfriend. I'm divorced.
Yeah.
Can you guys see a street light?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now, Michael? Is that better, Michael?
Can you see the snow?
Much better.
Light?
We got to get him a microphone, 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. 2 turntables and a mic. Would you stop biting my hand?
Can you see the snow through the
Stop biting my hand.
Can you see the snow in the street light?
Right now it's a little blurry.
Yeah. So, Michael, is that a Maple Leaf shirt?
Ash, is it way better?
No, it's here. I'll show you.
Ooh, show us. Hey, Michael, can you
Nice.
also show us without your shirt?
That is $25 in the Patreon private.
That's
room.
fine. The check is in the mail.
OnlyFans.
He'll pay you 20 cents each time.
But Michael, you had me at the NHL emblem. That's so you had
Yeah.
me. So.
Thank you for the award, Mel.
Thank you for the award. It's you I adore.
Each award, another piece of my clothes comes off. Just saying.
All right, let it begin. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let it rain.
So James, if they give you an award and then I give you even a higher reward, will you put the piece of clothing back on?
No. Once it comes off, it doesn't go back on.
There's many women that'd be very happy to see that, and a few men. It's all good.
And a few men.
Maybe more men than women. Maybe, I don't know. Just say it.
I don't know. Deb
don't know,
got pretty excited when I said that you were in the bathtub. She didn't believe me.
Yeah.
That was funny, though. I watched the
audience will
replay
understand
on that,
she
Michael.
did a
I was
bubble
cracking
bath
up.
once. Oh, I love your dog.
Oh my.
That's a German Shepherd,
Yes.
correct? Oh.
She's such a good girl.
So, how many dogs do you have? Just the one?
Yeah.
One's enough.
Is
right?
that a doggy door? Do you have a doggy door?
Mm-hmm.
That's for the cat.
Oh, the cat. Gotcha.
I was going to say
James-
that dog's got to go on a serious diet.
Yeah, right? How are you going to get through that hole?
Hey James, have you ever seen my dog ramp?
Nice. Oh, nice.
I
You know
wouldn't
what I
start
have,
with
Milton?
that.
Hold on. I'll show you what I have
Milton.
for my bed.
If
Hold on.
if
Are
it's
you-
someone you don't know, don't.
Are you
ever
ready
say
for an
that.
illustration?
I have the stairs for my bed.
Ready?
Yeah.
See it?
Oh, that's nice. That saves the hips, right?
The saves are back.
Or back. Okay.
Yeah.
Like our dog that we have now, Tia. I noticed that if she jumps up and down too much off the bed, I think her hips hurt. But
You
it
are
could be her
crazy.
back.
Leave me alone. Keeps biting my hand. Stop.
Check out the size of this thing.
That's huge.
For a 125-pound dog.
Oh, wow. That's a big boy.
Is that what your dog weighs?
Would you stop?
Wow.
Stop. Go lay down.
He's only
Go lay
100
down.
pounds.
Yeah, pets are awesome for sure. I'll always have a dog. Always have dogs.
So
Well-
can we talk about marriage for a second? Is
Sure.
that okay?
Why? What's going on with your marriage, Michael?
My
Would you
marriage
like
is
to-
good. Yeah,
Because
but
should we go back in the closet for closet confessions? since we're
sure.
bringing up the marriage?
As long as you keep your clothes on, James. I'm kidding.
Yes.
No promises, Milton. No promises.
Back to
All right,
the
Michael. We're
homoerotic,
back in the closet,
with,
Michael. What
Milton
would you like
and
to
his,
discuss?
His doggy ramp. But no. I'm on my second marriage. This is my second. My first one lasted 5, and I've been with Barb for 30 years.
Oh wow! Congratulations. That's a
So
long
I
time.
I spent a majority of my life being married.
That's a long time. Congratulations.
So if Kevin is single, he's probably very lucky. So that's good.
Wait, what do you mean he's very lucky?
Well,
Are
a lot of individuals. I'm lucky that my wife's my best friend, but many people that have been together for a very long time are roommates.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have
Yeah.
friends that they don't speak to each other.
Yeah.
You know, they talk to me, but they don't talk to each other really. You see those couples, right? They're in the car and they're like this.
Or how about you're at the dinner, you're at a restaurant, and you look over at the other table, and they're
Hmm.
not even talking. They're just like, it's
No.
silence. They're not even looking at their phone. It's nothing. They're just like,
Yeah. Well, but that could be good too. If you feel really comfortable with someone, you can be silent.
yes, I agree.
But I
If
know what
you,
you mean.
yeah.
Well, let me give you a little bit different perspective. My wife and I, we talk all day long. And so sometimes when we go to a restaurant, we don't talk a lot because we've already talked all day, you know.
Mhm.
See, for me, it's a little bit different because I talk to my wife in spurts during the day. So, like, if she's working with patients during the day and not in the hospital, then
Yes.
it's in between. It's in between. Like, she's in the car and she's like, she'll call me briefly and be like, blah blah blah, whatever. But then when she works in the hospital, she works nights. So then I pretty much don't talk to her. Maybe a little bit of a texting, but no. So then when we go out to dinner, like tomorrow night, we're going. We have reservations. We're going out tomorrow night for dinner. Um, yeah, we'll chat it up, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
You have to nurture those relationships, right? But life is short. If you're unhappy,
Mhm.
like move on. Don't be in something for 40 years and then go, where'd my life go?
right,
I have friends that it's more financial. It's like that saying, it's cheaper to keep her.
it's this no,
I had
but
never
that's
heard that.
no,
That's a
really.
blues.
You haven't
That's
heard
a
that?
blues song. It's
No,
cheaper to keep her.
you
Well,
know
ask Phil Collins. You ready?
it's true.
300 million he put out towards his
You
exes.
gotta go outside again. My God, this guy.
Are you a blues man, Mike?
I am a blues man. Yeah. Bobby Blue Bland did. It's cheaper to keep her. ZZ Hill did. It's cheaper to keep her.
Hey James. Hey James. I'm sorry, Michael. I apologize.
Anytime.
It's really nice to be friends with you on Instagram because I saw you and your wife in a picture. And she's beautiful, and you guys look really happy. So
Thank you.
yeah.
But you know what? I gotta make a confession. My wife called me out on it, and I didn't realize it. Sometimes when you have photos in your phone, and it's time stamped.
Yes.
So I went on that time stamped, not realizing that it was time stamped when I put it into my phone. It wasn't necessarily when the photo was taken.
Mm.
So
Ah.
Okay.
so that photo on Instagram, I think I wrote 5 years ago. Actually, that was 10 years ago.
Well, it drives me crazy. You have people, they have photos of themselves from 20 years ago. And if you were on Tinder and you walked in the restaurant, you wouldn't know that person because they go, "Where's the person in the photo?"
Right.
Oh, you'd have to go in the time machine.
Michael, did you say Grinder? No, you said Tinder. Sorry.
What is what is the difference? Because I'm not on those platforms. Is
Yeah, me
Grindr
either.
really
I'm not.
gross?
I have been married for 20 years. I have not been on ever a dating site. So fill me in, Milton or Kevin.
A lot of
You got to ask Rob Halford that question.
I just know it by name.
You got to ask
to me
Rob
that
Halford.
would be more like Captain Rehab. I would ask him. He would know.
Grinder looking.
I always
for
hear where they
me.
say swipe left or something, swipe right, right? If you like, swipe left, or I don't know.
But what I wanted to do, if we could, is just be serious for a sec. Is if you're unhappy in a relationship and you've been in it a long time, because I have friends that have been married
Come on, let's go.
almost 40 years,
You want
and
a
they
treat?
haven't been happy for 20, and they cohabitate. That's
Yeah.
what they do.
Well, I've been divorced so long. I don't think I'll ever get married again. Because
There's benefits of being with someone, and there's benefits of not being with someone. Like, it gives you time to do work on you, right?
I've been single so long. It's just like
Mhm.
I can't see myself.
How long
can't
have you
see
been
my-
single, if you don't mind me asking?
Like 30 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
serious.
that's a long time. Yeah.
That's a long time. Yeah.
That's a long time.
So I
Do you
almost
like
got married.
do you like living alone? Like some people do. Some people
Yeah.
don't want a partner. They'd rather have a dog. No joke, and I don't mean that in a gross way.
True, Ash. You can
Yeah.
be with somebody and not be married.
Yeah, I have. My daughter lives with me. My daughter lives with me. She's 23,
Yeah.
and I almost got married like 5 years ago, but that was an almost.
Did you dodge a bullet?
I think so.
Yeah. I think
Let's kick
sometimes
this-
we get into situations. Like I had a friend, his wife died. She died in her sleep. He was devastated. He married her best friend 6 months later, and I said, "Why?" And he said, "I can't do alone." And I
Yeah,
was like,
Let me ask
Crazy.
you, Michael and Milton, since you are both married, hypothetically speaking,
"Yes,
if your wife were to pass or you were
Yes.
to get divorced tomorrow,
yes, yes."
would you guys consider getting remarried if you found somebody, or do you feel that you would be content at this stage in your life to not get remarried?
I would never get married again. Never. No, it wouldn't happen.
For me, I've had so many friends who, I've been married 23 years, and so I've had so many friends who have been married and the divorced in this current day and age, and I think it's different than when I married my wife.
Oh, it's different.
And so
for sure.
I would definitely be afraid in this particular time and age to remarry. I'm not saying I wouldn't. It's just that it's something that I don't know how I would actually try to navigate.
I want to address one other thing, if we can, all of us, and if we can answer, it'd be great. I have other friends, and they look at marriages like cars, and they buy a new one every 5 years, and they start a family every 5 years,
and they start a
and they
family,
buy
too.
younger and newer.
Wow. Yeah. that's
And
crazy.
I have one friend who is a work friend, I'll call it that. He's a work friend, and he's in his 60s, and his wife is 32. And he's working on family 3
Wow.
and marriage 4. So he's really married to his work. You know what I mean? So I don't understand where that kind of thinking myself. What do you guys think?
I personally, answering my own question first, I would say I will quote Justin Bieber and say never, but I will say it would be highly unlikely for me to get remarried if my wife were to pass or we were to get divorced.
Mhm.
And then I could never see doing that, because getting remarried multiple times and creating more and more families, I don't know, it seems like you're not it's like you're not able to give yourself enough, you're not able to give enough of yourself to those families and to those people that you are creating, right?
Mm-hmm.
The more I almost feel like less is better, and
In all things.
simplicity in life is better.
Mm-hmm.
And more, in my opinion, is not better,
Yeah.
say. And I don't think the grass is I think the grass is greener phrase, I think is a bunch of bullshit. I think the grass is not greener on the other side.
Agreed.
I think we just think it is, but in reality, it's
Ash, do you want to jump up for a bit, or Mel? Does anybody want to jump up? They can. They can just put me in the waiting room, and I can comment. If you
No,
want
Michael, real quick, I want to answer your question. I have 2 statements on that. First of all,
Sure.
is I've never heard anybody quote Justin Bieber before. One.
And especially on marriage.
Yes, and 2, and I cannot imagine myself not being married to my wife. That's one. But 2,
that's
if
nice.
something happened like the scenario that you just said, and I just didn't say that for that aspect, but it's true. But I'm actually probably going to end up I'm probably going to retire in Asia, when I get older. And so if my wife,
Why is that? Because it's cheaper. Is that why?
It's cheaper, and I love it more than here.
Are you gonna
Okay.
retire
And
as
so,
are you gonna open up a salon
Do they have Walmart within
in
10
Asia?
minutes?
no, but I have
Okay.
my schools there, and there's tons of open markets that would give the same feeling as Walmart does, but at least it has fresh air, and but anyway, but the thing is that if something did happen to my wife, if we got a divorce or something happened to her, I can see myself moving there and meeting a nice Vietnamese woman and marrying her in my older age.
And preferably she was a masseuse, so you'd have free massages at home, right?
No. Well, the very fact that I know Vietnamese kind of helps that in that, and a lot of American and Western men go to Asia and find a Asian wife and live there, and it's not really a good situation. But that wouldn't be for me. I'd want an equal, somebody I'd love, just like my wife now. So.
Right.
Kevin, your turn. Do you even know the question?
He's on too many Quaaludes. He doesn't even know where he's at.
Do you want us to repeat the question, Kevin? We
What
can.
was the question?
Does he know the question?
What was the question?
I knew it. Okay. We were saying if you were an individual, and how do you feel about these people that trade up marriages every 5 years for younger women? They start a family, they divorce 5 to 7 years later, have another 2 kids, and rinse and repeat, 3 or 4 times in a lifespan.
Yeah, that's not fair to the children.
Agreed.
You know,
What else? Kevin, let's say for a moment that you had an empire of billions of dollars. Would that change anything?
no.
No. Like Elon has 5 kids now?
Does he?
Multiple wives. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and this is a guy that runs 3 companies as well. Like,
But 5 isn't necessarily a lot, right? I mean, for me
Yeah.
it is, because I can't see having more than 2. But I would say 4, more than 5, and especially if more than 5 is definitely getting a lot.
but the thing is, they have your gene pool, right?
Yeah.
So I think 3 would be enough with your gene pool. You're hyper. You're not going to have men's, quiet kids going.
But Michael, it's funny you say that, because my son, I picked him up from boxing tonight.
Yeah.
And we're driving home, and he's like, "Dad, we sparred, and there was this guy 6'5". I sparred him, and he told me that I hit him in the nose so harder than the, and he's just all this kind of stuff. He was all jacked up, right? He's 15. He's 15, and I'm like, dude, he's trying to. Oh yeah, his coach, no, his the one sensei guy, whatever. It said, "Oh, do you think you can beat up your dad or whatever?" And I'm like, and he said, like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, you can't beat me up." I go, "There might be a day where you can, but you cannot beat me up." I'm like, "I will take you." He's like, "You can't." We're getting to this conversation. I'm like, "Listen, do you want to spar? Like, we'll set it up tomorrow night. I know the owner of the dojo." I go, "I'll have him ref it." He's like, "He doesn't need to ref it because you're not even going to hit me once." I'm like,
No mercy.
"Not hit you once." I'm like, "Do you want an MMA?" He says, I will make you tag."
But here's the thing. You are not defending what I just said.
No, I know,
Someone
but
like you should not have 3 kids because they have your gene pool. They'll probably be wild, and they're like having 3 in 1.
No, but what's funny though? He's not wild though. My daughter is. But he's
I think
not.
every kid goes, Dad, I can knock you out. Yeah, I think that's normal.
But he says it. No, Michael. But he says it in the most calmest way. That's
the most
what's
loving
funny.
way.
He's
Yes,
highly
you'll be in
intelligent.
traction, Dad. Because I love
he's
you.
He's a weird kid. He's intelligent. But he's.
Would you say you're weird, buddy?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
We're all weird.
Yeah, we're all weird. Weird's
wild
a good
and
thing,
wonderful.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
When my wife and I first married, we wanted to have 10 or more kids.
10?
Because a lot of fundamentalists have huge families, like the Duggars. I'm sure you've heard of them.
Yeah.
What is a fundamentalist?
A fundamentalist is someone who holds to more an extreme conservative view of a certain religion.
Okay, but you're an atheist now, right?
It's just Michael. It's just a fancy way of saying they like to have a lot of sex.
No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to get into religion. I didn't want to get.
Thought that was Charlie Sheen, a religion.
I didn't want to get into religion. I was just trying to
They
say
call it
that.
the hokey
Oh, I'm
pokey.
sorry. They like to have a lot of unprotected sex.
Boom.
Okay, another serious question, if it's okay. How do you feel about these families when you say to them, "Listen, you got 10 kids. You know, maybe you should take care of that." Oh no, it's in God's hands.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Kevin's first. Kevin,
That's
what
what.
do you think?
Hey,
What do you
hey,
think of
hey,
these
hey,
people that it's in God's
James.
hands?
James. That's what
Milton,
she said.
calm down and let Kevin talk.
I'm sorry. Go, Kevin.
What's in God's hands?
Oh my.
This lady had 10 children, and I said to her, maybe you need to, make some preventive medicine, like get him snipped. Oh no, it's in God's hands. And I said, well, I think it's out of your hands. You clearly can't say no. So, yeah. And
Wow. That's heavy.
well, what is it? Edward said he's one of 17.
Is he? What is he? Is he part of the George Foreman clan?
No.
You get a free grill with every child. How's that work? I don't know.
No. You have the
How
child
do we
on
go
the grill.
from Bieber to George Foreman? I have no idea, but it's okay.
Well, George Foreman has like a gazillion kids, and they're all Georgia or George.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know who has a few kids too is Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So does Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And Shaq. Shaquille's got a few too.
Yeah.
But I guess he spoils them rotten. Yeah. To have that kind of money, I don't think you have enough time or energy if you have more than 3.
I
I
agree.
really don't.
I agree.
I don't think there's
And I
enough of
think
you to
even
go
3
around.
is too much. That's why we didn't have.
If they're your bloodline, and you said to me, "No, he's a calm child," and I said, "Well, it sounds like he's extraordinary, like he's going to do well. If
No,
he
he
thinks
is.
if he thinks he can take you on, even if it's wrong."
Michael, just a little quick thing on him. He's a good-looking boy. He's highly intelligent. He got like in this academy of mathematics.
Yes.
Anyways, he's also athlete. He's going for there. He's going. He wants to be an engineer. He already knows he's going to be a millionaire and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, he's already foreshadowing all this shit.
I just hope he's
Manifest.
happy,
Oh, yeah.
whatever
Well-
that is.
Well, James, here's what you're getting wrong about your son. I think he wants a sports car early.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. He does. And, he tried to change the bet. He said, "Dad," he said, "if I beat you in arm wrestling, then I can get the Challenger with just front wheel drive. But if I beat you in boxing, I can get it with all wheel drive because he knows the all wheel drive is more money."
Mm-hmm.
You see what I have to deal with?
But there are some kids, and you know this, they get any car they want because their parents. That's like us giving our kids $10,
Right.
right? They have
$10. I have to give him $10 every day for lunch. And I'm like, pack your own lunch. He's like, I don't like the. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they have better food at the cafeteria at his school.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's buying food.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
When I was a kid, my dad would give me $10 a week for lunch, and I would not eat lunch, and I would save the $10 and buy one record a week on Saturday.
And what was it? Do you remember?
Mostly heavy metal, 90s stuff.
Yeah. Kevin, please say something. So, Kevin,
He's on too many Quaaludes. He's like, he's
Kevin,
tripping right now.
what are some of the first albums you bought as a kid? How about that? We'll go there.
First albums.
First albums.
Spinning Wheel by Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yes.
Uh,
Clayton Thomas, right? Is that right?
What's that?
Clayton Thomas? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The lead singer?
Jethro Tull, Aqualung,
Awesome.
Led Zeppelin 3.
Well, that's one of the best albums ever, I think.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Detroit boy.
I'll
a
tell you,
great
I would not want to be a child in this day and age.
That was a green album that looked like snakeskin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ash.
No, but think about that, Kevin, for a second with the album thing. What is a kid gonna say now? I bought the Justin Bieber, and I had a Beyonce album. Like, the music now is. Is there any really deep groups right now? Think about it. Let's be kind. Is there some really in the last 5 years, like super deep?
Deep.
There's some good
nowadays, Aretha Franklin would not work. Ray Charles would not work. James Brown would not work. I don't even know if Prince would work.
There's some good rock bands.
What
Who?
about Beck?
Beck is brilliant, but that's 20 years ago.
Is it 20 years ago still?
It's 20 years ago. I'm a
Wow.
loser, baby.
God,
Why
I'm
don't you
so
kill
old
me?
now. I can't believe that. So freaking,
You know that
what?
song, right?
You know how I know
Beck's
I'm
still
old?
good.
I played classic rock for one of
Did
my
you have socks
workouts.
that don't match?
I played
Okay.
classic rock, and you know who came on classic rock?
Hmm.
Like Pearl Jam.
Yes, and that was 20 years ago.
Classic rock?
Yeah.
So what's Led Zeppelin then?
That's old fart rock.
Right?
Well, you know you're old when you hear 80s heavy metal music at Kroger at the grocery store.
Yes. That's so true. You are right.
Coldplay,
Okay, so
right.
here we go.
Coldplay
Here
is
we go. Just
considered classic rock.
I need the dance floor for 1 second here. So
Hey, Mike,
Beck was born
sure,
in
right?
1970.
Yeah.
He rose to fame in 1990. So sorry, 30 years ago.
Who's that? Beck.
Beck.
He's still
In-
recording. He's still
In
putting out
1990, he
He's-
cut his
yeah.
breakthrough single "Loser," which became a worldwide hit in 1994.
I'm a loser, baby.
and
so why
was
don't you kill
released
me?
on his first major album, Mellow Gold. Some people who have been lost in past,
Stop biting
time
me.
warps believe that this is modern rock. One of them
Go lay
is James Namaste, formerly on Haps. There we go.
Would you stop it? Stop it.
Formerly.
Formerly.
You know what's a good rock band right now is Rival Sons.
Okay, I don't know
I've heard
them.
of them.
I'll look them
I've
up.
heard of them.
Give them a
Yeah.
listen.
But I mean rock that is supported. You're not like, I'm not saying there's not great music, but
Greta.
the machine that produces all this stuff,
What? Do you have
they
to
don't give a
potty
care
still?
about
Oh my God.
stuff that's quality. Like, I think of groups like Tool. That
Oh
was
yeah, remember Tool? Stone Temple Pilots.
that was original. Pearl Jam, yes, that was original.
Of course, the major influence on Tool was Rush.
Yes, and again, we have a very old man in the. Like, okay, do I have to look up Rush, their first album? What year was that? 70s?
1974.
I
Right.
was gonna say,
So what did I
before
just
was
say?
born.
I said that nothing has come out any. Like, I think the last time music was really good was between, I'd say, 65 and 75.
Oh my God, it's flurries. We got flurries already, Kevin. What did you do?
Welcome to the OCD network,
gotta
where
get
we
more.
change the subject every 4 seconds.
So Michael, let me kind of expound on what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use Rush as an illustration.
Oh, you love Rush.
Well, I know when they came out with their second album, Caress of Steel. Their first album was popular. The second one, no one liked it, and the record company said, we want hits. We want an album that's going to sell. And then Rush said, up yours. We're going to do the album we want.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that it sold. Now, today, you won't get that.
Well, you will if you're independent.
Yeah, of course.
But the only way you make money now is if you're independent and you tour. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tour right now. Is this correct, Kevin?
Yeah.
Or if you're a writer for the big bands.
Yes.
It sucks to be a musician right now. It really does. It is. you'd have a greater chance mining gold in a swamp with your metal detector.
Well, even the big bands can't do not make money off of any recordings they do. It's touring now, so that's why they charge.
Why do you think our friend Bruce Springsteen sold his catalog? Why do you think Kiss is selling their catalog?
Exactly.
They have lifestyles now that are, a guy like Bruce Springsteen might need $20 million a year to sustain.
But that's
his
also
lifestyle.
why these musicians are going to start selling NFTs of their stuff.
Explain that. Okay,
And
we're
so
on
what they're-
the next
what-
subject.
Yeah. So
The next
a
subject.
lot,
Here we are.
what's-
What was
what's-
that? 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Next
But
subject.
no, seriously. But you brought up why they're selling these things. Now these older musicians that can't tour and they're too old to tour anyways, and they have lifestyles that they've generated in a certain amount of money they need to make.
You're such a kind person. These people that are in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Being pushed to the home.
right.
You guys from Rush. Here we go.
But
Thank you.
what they'll do
Okay.
is they'll start creating these NFTs of
Mhm.
old memorabilia or their albums or things of that nature, and they're gonna make millions off of these things.
I hope so.
They will. They will.
I hope so. I hope artists can make money from it too.
Oh, they will.
But I
Hello,
find
Joy.
some
Hi,
of
Joy.
the most talented people never get recognized. So listen, folks, I'm going to go start a broadcast. You guys be good. I promised I'd come on.
Michael, before you start that broadcast, please look at my DMs on Instagram.
I will, and I promise it won't be the OCD network. I will
All
see you
right.
guys in a few minutes.
All right, take care,
Hey, hey,
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Really quick, Michael, I've friended you on Instagram. Just letting you know.
Come on in, buddies.
Yes. So we should
Good luck,
do, we
Milton.
should
He
do once a
barely
week
looks at Instagram.
the OCD network here on Haps. What do you call it? He cannot stop moving. Have you noticed that with him?
I'm not gonna pull a you know who Michael, would you like to see my dogs? Michael, look at my beautiful dogs, and these are the treats that I have for them, and they are so good. The treats, do you like? They're delicious. Look, they eat them, Michael. They love them. Look at they're delicious, Michael. They're delicious.
Are you shaking the camera
Look
for
at my
any
coffee.
reason? Are you
Look
having...
at my coffee and my pastry.
What goes on in the closet stays in the closet. Remember, guys.
I don't think so. I think it's being
Preach it.
simultaneously.
Hey.
So what's going on with you and Lenny? Have you guys fixed that? If you're throwing dirt around your living room, you and
No,
Lenny.
I gotta get back in the closet.
Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, you'll make fun of JB, but you won't make fun of Lenny. All right.
No. I already said it on this broadcast about her.
I'm equal opportunity.
Watch the
abuse.
replay. It was in the beginning, right, Kevin?
Watch it over and over again.
Kevin knows.
Joy, I'm going to start a non-OCD network. If anybody else would like to come on over, and if
Look at he's poaching my shit.
I'm poaching your
Yes,
shit
he
now.
is.
Listen, I just want
That
your
is
red shirt.
unethical.
I
He's
want
such
your
a
red
poacher.
shirt.
What a poacher. Next thing you know what he's going to say, he's going to be doing a broadcast on Twitch.
I want to do one with you guys on there. I bet that you brought that up. I do. Once a week.
Once a week.
I miss
We're gonna
Walt.
we'll get Twitchy
I miss
with it.
Walt. I do. Walt won't come up anymore.
He didn't well, he won't come up, but he was on your chat, I think, the other day, right?
I know, but that'd be like having a girlfriend, right? And it's just like, well, she chats with me now, but she used to come over and play Romper Room with me. It's not the same.
Hello.
Sorry,
Romper
Tony.
room.
This shit would go over well on Twitch, man.
Well, listen, you know what? One of the best songs ever written is the Hokey Pokey. Think
Yeah.
about it. Sing the Hokey
Well-
Pokey.
Let's do the week. Yeah, right. You know, speaking of Hokey Pokey, you know what it made me think of? Twister.
Yes.
That would be a cool Haps thing. We all four. You have 4 people in the chat or 4 people in the thing. You all have your Twister, and you could play Twister on Haps.
Yeah. Can I make a
Clothes are
suggestion
optional.
in the future here? We are such a small boat right now of people on Haps, and anybody who's willing to broadcast right now, I'm going to give them a pass, because we went from, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to average 1,000 views a day,
Yeah.
and now I average 120, so I'm down to 10%. So I don't think we can afford to push away the few people we have left. I don't know where this is going. I don't know if it's merging with Reddit. Like the only views this channel's getting now is through musicians that are on Reddit. That's what I've noticed.
Michael, did you notice Mark Goldman did a test briefly yesterday?
Okay.
I think it was. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
No, it was just weird because he was on and then his camera went off. Then it was on and his camera went off. And it was on and his camera was off.
Well, he was like probably getting all these complaints, and he was like, going, "What are they complaining about?"
No, I don't think it was that. I don't know. But I don't know. It was just weird.
No, well, don't start something and then
I'm not starting something. I just think it was weird that he was doing a test. I'm just saying, what was your take on it? My take was, I think that he was trying to see something on the broadcast himself. And
right.
That's why he wrote
I
tests.
think there's a lot of complaints about
right,
the music.
But that's why he wrote tests, and so he was looking at something.
Yeah.
But considering how fast it was and what he was doing was kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, maybe he had an argument with someone saying that this does work, and he realized it didn't, or vice versa. We don't know.
Right. True.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I even had Kevin in the broadcast this morning, and I said to him, because I was playing my mini disc. I don't know if you guys know what a mini disc is, but
yeah.
Do you remember these?
Yes.
So I played the mini disc.
You still have one?
Yeah. Well, the reason I played it is they're heavy bass. So, and when you run through your mixer, you tend to lose bass. So I said to him, "What does it sound like?" And I heard it today, and it was okay. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
But it was okay. What we used to have was unbelievable. I mean, quality. Like when I used to run it through, it was unbelievable. Where now I'm trying to find ways to play music so I can get up and get a coffee or
But
do
aren't
whatever.
you doing it? Aren't you doing it now? I noticed today and yesterday you were playing it. It seemed like a little bit normal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's nowhere near what it was.
Yeah.
Do you remember I used to play those videos and people would be dancing around and people screaming at each other? You know, your mama ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, but
Get
weren't you doing that though? You did that the other day, I thought.
I did, but they
I thought you did.
Yeah.
No, but it just the vocal, not the visual. So I was thinking of hiring for 20 cents, James, just to do the movements.
So you can't do video plus sound at the same time, is what you're saying? No. I gotcha.
Hey, James, don't listen to this man. He says he's going to pay you 20 cents to do that. He offered me 40 cents. I haven't seen a penny of it yet, so don't believe him.
Yeah, but it's all Canadian anyway, so what does that work?
It doesn't convert right. Yeah. Kevin, will you do it for 50 cents?
50 cents?
50 cents, get you jumping around.
No.
Most honest response all night. No.
All right, guys.
I liked how slow it was. How slow it was.
I know it was. It totally was.